What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS. As we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour, we are back inside the building once again for another new reaction, which I'm very, very excited for. We are heading back over to Zambia for the latest release from the one and only Maps. This one goes by the name Aweah, and it is an official music video as well. The music video itself has a kind of 1 minute 22 intro, and it's basically about Maps meaning to do a meet and greet and then kind of skipping out on it. And then it all gets a little bit out of hand, so that's where the tune is going to start from. As always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. We are very, very close to hitting 59,000 subscribers. It'll be absolutely crazy if we could do that today. It's entirely down to you guys, and I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers as well. You guys are absolutely killing it here on the channel. So, without further ado, let's jump into this one. Let's go.
This happened.
Does performing for 7 people in a foreign country make you an international artist?
Do you feel intimidated by Chile one?
Do you think your wife oversteps in the name of protecting your brand?
You're not 30p for an interview. 30,000 kwacha. Really?
Them always wanna see the boy under.
I already love the way this video has been set out, man. I love the kind of press conference thing, people asking too many questions, all that kind of stuff. It's the sort of thing you'd see in the day-to-day life of an artist whenever someone does anything remotely what's the phrase? Anything kind of remotely controversial, i.e. kind of not showing up to a meet and greet or something along those lines. But it's a really cool way of starting. I love how the instrumental's structured as well. Really nice kind of having those journalistic voices over the introduction. And then, of course, jumping straight into those very big kind of almost wooden sounding drums that have a natural kind of bounce and vibe to them. Again, Maps' vocal sounds good so far. Let's go.
Do you feel that your fans misunderstand you?
They want me suffer, they want me gone, but I'm a biggie man, brother. They wanna see me cry, don't know why. Anyway, mulungu sama gonna no lie. They want me down, they want me suffer, they want me gone, but I'm a biggie man, brother. They wanna see me cry.
I love those chord stabs.
Anyway, mulungu sama gonna no lie.
Jeez! This is nuts, bruv. The first of all, those chord stabs we're hearing over the top of those snare hits, so it's that sort of sound. It gives it this epic kind of big room feel. And again, really liking the approach we're getting from Maps here. Loving the kind of vocal melodies he's bringing to the table, the sort of conversation he's bringing as well. He's had a wicked performance on this one so far. On top of that, you then get into this kind of almost big choral, very almost semi-religious looking kind of scene, whereas he's got the kind of cross behind him. He's doing the sort of very typical kind of religious pose. It's a really cool transition between big booming drums and just pure vocal kind of mastery. Really, really nice transition. Very dancehall drums.
They want me down, they want me suffer, they want me gone, but I'm a biggie man, brother. They wanna see me cry, don't know why. Anyway, mulungu sama go.
Those chord stabs over those snares are so cool. I'm loving the sort of dancehall influence we're getting on this one. That kind of potency, the intensity of those snare hits. You're then combining that with his kind of vocal, which is drifting in and out of the sort of main sort of project line. But he sounds great. He sounds so comfortable over this sort of tempo, over this sort of instrumental, where there is a lot of space in the mid-range. You've got a kind of almost digital organ in the background, kind of giving you a bit of kind of synthetic atmospheric, but primarily this is about his vocal melody and the intensity of those snares and the percussion that's going with it. It's beautifully arranged.
They want me down, they want me suffer, they want me gone, but I'm a biggie man, brother. They wanna see me cry, don't know why. Anyway, mulungu sama gonna no lie.
Yes! This hook is nuts. I'm loving the fact that we still get that big kind of choral block as well over the top of those very digital drums. So you've got this very kind of beautiful, natural, organic sounding choir, which just fills a room naturally, and it has a really kind of, I don't know, it has a warm feeling about it. You then get those kind of darker, digital sounding snare hits, that very electronic bass sound underneath as well, just giving you this beautiful fusion of digital and organic sounds, and it works so well. This is so well produced.
You feel the disciplinary committee has actually disciplined.
Have you lost your identity? Should we call you Greedy Maps?
Don't judge before you get to know me. I don't know why you hating on me. You wanna see me down, wanna see me lonely. Lonely. You better know.
I've got to say, I'm really liking the lyrical direction that he's going, and I hate the word lyrical with a passion, but it's the best way to describe it. I'm loving the direction that he's going with contextually in regards to kind of being an artist and essentially the press being hungry for failure. That's a thing that exists all around the world. It exists really heavily here in the UK. When someone becomes famous, they become popular, they become successful, people for some reason really love about seeing them kind of fail. And I've never understood it myself, but it's something that seems to happen, and he's kind of addressing that in the tune, addressing the fact that you can't do anything without people trying to find fault in it, and I get it. It's an interesting angle. That's why I love the kind of press release angle they're kind of going for in the video as well.
Them always wanna see the boy under. Bama vona nikala siwe na thunder. Bama vela mushengati ngona banja. They want me down, they want me suffer, they want me gone, but I'm a biggie man, brother. They wanna see me cry, don't know why. Anyway, mulungu sama gonna gone boy. They want me down, they want me suffer, they want me gone, but I'm a biggie man.
Just listen to the intensity of those drums, man, especially when you're layering it in with that vocal. They want me down, they want me suffer. Really, really cool approach. Very catchy on the vocal side of things as well. And then you're doubling it up with this almost kind of 90s dancehall style drum set that just gives it this kind of potency and this electrifying feel underneath. I've really, really enjoyed this, man. And again, now we're cutting to the video. His car's broken down. He's having to walk through the countryside on his ones. Like it's people. I get it. There's so many kind of things tying this all together. It's a very good video to match the concept of the lyricism as well. That's what I'll say.
They wanna see me cry, don't know why. Anyway, mulungu sama gonna know like.
This is beautiful. The thing about this section here is, this is essentially your big vocal crescendo. Like, this is something that would work so well in a kind of live stadium setting. You hear it all the time in kind of big pop tunes as well, but it's a kind of banker way of giving your tune a kind of genuine crescendo. Having this big vocal where you cut out all of the drum sounds in the background, you're literally using human hands for clapping. I love what they've done with this. I love the fact that they have kind of used this very kind of classic, almost kind of film soundtrack kind of way of hitting the crescendo where you've just got vocals and human percussion. Really, really cool approach.
They want me down, they want me suffer, they want me gone, but I'm a biggie man, brother. They wanna see me cry, don't know why. Anyway, mulungu sama gonna know like. They want me down, they want me suffer, they want me gone, but I'm a biggie man, brother. They wanna see me cry, don't know why. Anyway, mulungu sama gonna know like.
There's a really subtle thing I've noticed about the video for this one as well, and that is whenever he's in a crowd of people, he's the only one moving. I don't know how consistent that is, but it's consistent with the choir. It's consistent when he's on the kind of press release. Everyone else sat still and he's kind of moving around like that. I don't know whether that's a kind of subtle metaphor for him being the only one moving around him and people not liking him for it. I don't know. That could be me reading way too much into it, but it's just a cool little thing I noticed. And we'll let this run through to the end and then give it our final breakdown. But again, Yo Map's on fire. Let's go. To whom much is given, much will be required. Luke 12:48. Very nice. Very potent kind of quote to finish it off with, obviously. Yo Map's a very successful artist, and he's been absolutely killing it. We reacted to Taliko alongside T-Sean a few weeks ago, and you guys really liked it, so I made sure to follow up and keep up to date with what he's doing. And this video is fantastic. Love the context. Love the kind of combination of different styles. Again, that fusion of organic vocal kind of beauty and digital kind of nuttiness when it comes to those drum sounds. Absolutely love the way this one's put together. Fantastic stuff from Yo Maps. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on this tune. I absolutely love this one. And as always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and proud.
Yes, it's Kovu. Stay locked. Cooktown TV.
Your boy Steve's all fit right here, and you're locked on to the best breakfast with man like Cole.
Yo, this is Aaron Glitch and you're tuning to the sounds of Kovu right now. You already know the thing. Bad boy selector. Alright, let's go.